What do religious symbols refer to? Hey, it's Dr. B with 10 on Religion. Religious symbols are iconic symbols in that their objects are referred to as being like the symbol. Inside the world of the myth, where the symbols reside, what the myth says is what reality is like or how it is engaged. But this is always done in a certain respect. Like when someone says God is a rock, they're not meaning for a person to go study geology, and then they'll learn more about God. Saying God is a rock is obviously a metaphor, so one has to interpret what aspect of rockness is being applied to help one understand God. Here's how this works. First, there is the religious character of the human imagination. Imagination experiences things with images, and in the case of religion, this means boundary conditions between the finite and the infinite. That's supposing a contrast with what would be the case without the boundary condition. An obvious example would be death. Different religious images determine different global engagements with the world. In ancient times, people engaged the distant stars as if they were gods determining human destiny. Now, we engage them as enticing frontiers. Second, the human imagination functions in reference, so as to engage experience with its object. Religious symbols are intended to engage people with the real boundary conditions of finite, infinite contrasts to which they are interpreted to refer. But they become idolatrous when they seem to refer to the finite, infinite contrast, but actually only refer to one side, usually the finite side. Third, the reference of religious symbols are finite, infinite contrasts. This means all religious symbols will have to be metaphorical, at least in part, if the interpretation refers to the infinite as well as the finite side in the finite infinite contrast. That's why religious symbols will always be symbols, because the infinite is part of the deal. There's always more to the story. Cultures differ regarding the nature of the world, thus they will also differ in their systems of symbols and are always on the way to creating new symbols. We have no better ones than our current ones, and our symbols are no less metaphorical than anyone else's. This is all based on Robert Neville's book titled The Truth of Broken Symbols. And if you want to learn further, check out this video from way back in 2022 and more on my channel. And subscribe to 10 on Religion.